Hello friends, it is that time again with that Ericsson. It is October 4th, 2017, and today we are continuing New Player Guide series. Today we are going to be looking in depth into champions. I'm not going to do reviews of all their skills. I'm going to cover that in probably a different video where I will analyze each class by each character by class type. So like all tanks for one video, all supports, etc. So speaking of that, what I wanted to do first start off with when it comes to champions are those classes. You can see here there's a filter in your champion selection where you can filter out the type of class. So support, fighters, assassin, ranged, mage, and tank. Okay, so these are just the overall classes. This is just a way to identify the type of character that they are, what you can expect from them, and also what is sort of important is if you check your warlord missions, they will sometimes have a restriction. So for example, this new Gimli warlord, you cannot bring in any support ranked classes, and for example here you can't bring in any mage classes. So class has a few functions, just an overall understanding of the type of character, and for restriction purposes certain missions. Now the other thing that they have as a part of their character screen here, you can see that there's star levels. There is a power level, which is dependent on the ring level, total level, things of that nature. And then they have these little subclasses here, which are important for certain passives. So for example, Galadriel here is an elf. Now there might be a passive that says give all elves plus ability power. So this is what would trigger off of those. So she is Lorian, she's a ring bearer, and she's a leader. So these particular icons they're not just flavor, they're used for checking abilities. Next you'll see the level. As you can see here, she is a level 32, which is equal to your account rank. So your characters can never be a higher level than your account level. Okay, then this is how many glyphs I have to unlock her to the next level. Fortunately, I don't have any. So for example here, to get the first 1/5 of a star, I require 20 of her. I'm going to get into who's farmable and stuff, but if you want to see if your character is available anywhere, one that you like, come to this evolve screen, click the little plus, and it'll tell you find her, no locations. But she's not a farmable character, that's okay. And what we discussed before is that it might seem weird that you have to do 1/5 at a time, but at least you're getting a power spike every time you hit one of these 1/5 markers. So for example here, as soon as I get 20, we get a total gain of 92 health, 7 attack, etc. That's not bad. In other games, you would have to wait until you have all 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 shards to get that total bonus. So this is an advantage because your hard work will pay off as you go instead of having to wait until this whole thing is full. As I said, that can take sometimes months, especially when you get to the higher star levels. I don't even have anybody that's 6 stars, so I have no idea what the expectation is, but I'm expecting it to be a lot of glyphs, maybe 200. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments below, but yeah. Either way, this is a good system for being able to level up. Let's just take a look at Lithariel. So she's ring level 1, and now as I covered in my basics video, once you fill up all these slots, you can enhance, and then you will have a new ring level. Right, so for example, you check your ring level here, and the green plus represents the fact that you can equip it or you already have the inscriptions required. So just, for example, inscribe this. It costs Mirian to inscribe. Price gets a lot pricier as you get to higher ring levels. I've seen it already hit 500 Mirian to inscribe, which is a lot. Try not to spread yourself too thin. Getting Mirian is difficult. Free-to-play player. And then the magnifying glass will allow you to search out if you don't have it. So for example, in this inscription slot, I don't have this particular inscription to complete the ring. I'm going to go ahead, click here, see the stages. I'm going to do the highest one that I have because I have to create it. And I'm going to get 1 of 1 collected. I have it. Come back and inscribe it. See if we can raise ring level here for an example. Alright, so there we go. Ready to go. And now I can fill out all descriptions for this ring level. Now we can enhance. When we go to enhance, going up a level, you saw that I got some stats here, which is great. And now we're at a new ring level. And this process will continue. Now, ring level is very important. Gear level is very important in types of games. You're going to want to focus on the characters you plan to level, the ones you plan to play, because it is expensive, as I mentioned. Now, ring level is important for a lot of other things. First is runes. Now, I've discussed runes before in my first video, but as you can see here, you already get one rune at level 2, I believe. Then the next rune level unlocks at 4, and finally 7 ring level. So with runes, you have three to select from. So for example, I can give her attack, ability power, or critical rating. Now I'm going to just craft the critical rating and equip it to show you that what's good about this system is I've seen other games where to switch your customization option requires some sort of currency, maybe even real money currency, or just losing the rune. In this game, it doesn't seem that happens. So for example, I can craft this, equip it, and I can switch back and forth, which is excellent. That leaves you a lot of room for customizability to prepare for a certain type of match. Just say you're a tank and noticing a lot of ability damage, you can switch your rune protection and things like that. And it's, you might have more runes, so you might just, like for example, if I upgrade this, these have levels as well. So for example, I can upgrade attack rating, equip it. As you get more of these, you can as well. So rune system seems pretty deep. It seems fair that you can switch at will for free as of so far. So I hope it stays that way. So that is runes. It's a customizability option for your character to kind of tailor it to your playstyle or to tailor it to a specific mission. All right. Next thing we're going to look at is the all-important skills. And now this also ties to ring level. So for example, see skill determination, where she gains some ability power, does not unlock until I have level 4 ring level. So for now, all I have is Blade Dash and Gouge. Same deal. I can level these skills up, but they can only go up to the skill level of the character. So right now, Lethariel here is level 3, so I can only upgrade Gouge to level 3. You'll notice that I have 11 ability points. If you're a free-to-play player, this will stay at 10. VIP 1 gets extra 1 if you bought that power, which is great. And these recharge every 5 minutes. So let's, for example, I'm going to max out Gouge. So for example, here it says I only have 9 ability points left, and I'll get another one in 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes you'll get these points back, which means it's important in your early stages to be maxing out your skills whenever you can. Get those powered up. They are important. Ooh, for her. But level 5 I need to. Gotta wait. So there you have it for the skills. You can also check the book, which will show you their current statistics. I'm not going to go into these in depth. They're pretty self-explanatory, and they can be moused over or tapped over to get those effects. All right. So next thing I want to look at is, as I mentioned, the class types. So if we check our filters, you can sort out that you have locked, unlocked, for example. And the game currently has 21 characters. Okay. Now, out of these 21 characters, a good deal of them are farmable characters, and what I mean by that is that you can do a mission to unlock some glyphs, those particular heroes. Now, out of this list, there's Talion, Lady Marwyn, Baranor, Gorvin, Castamir, Torvin, Idril, Hallas, and Lethariel. All of those characters are farmable characters. Let's take a look at Talion, because he's the one you start with. I can evolve. And what you can do is if you click Evolve, if you click the little plus next to Evolve, it'll show you what stages you can farm him in and find him in. The Gimli's Journey is a buy-to-play pack. These seem to be cycling out every 7 days. When I started, it was Golem. Now it's Gimli's Journey. We can take a look at those. And then Champions of Mordor. Go here. These are just the regular buy-to-play packs that are always in the store. And so, for example, Gimli's Journey is here. And if you click this little information button in the packs, it'll tell you what you can get. So, do be careful here. It says possible rewards, 1 guaranteed. They're going to show you some characters at the top, and you're going to be like, oh, awesome. Gimli, you know, 4 stars. You know, Eltariel, she's 3 stars. Okay, you can get these, but more often than not, you are going to get. Okay, and now that's not a bad thing. Glyphs are good, but you can see here there's a lot of glyphs. 9, 10, 11. 11 different character glyphs. And these can range from 9 to 21. So more often than not, you're going to spend 300 gemstones and get 9 glyphs of somebody, and it might not even be someone you want. So these buy-to-play packs, they are typically more for whales or people that like to gamble. So if you're one of those two, like to just take a shot, I do it too. I think I've opened 3 golem packs and I got nothing good. You know, everyone's going to be like, well, gotten this on first pack, that person is lucky. The statistics and the math don't show that you're going to get characters very often. Percents are not out yet. I haven't done enough math to tell. But yes, you can use that to see what's available in these packs. And if you want to gamble, take a risk, go for it. This is all that's going to happen in one of these. For example, you can spend 300 gems and get 9 glyphs of. Want? No, you got lucky. She's not what you wanted. You just wasted 300 glyphs or 300 gemstones that you could have used for something better. So that's kind of how the paywall characters. Now, when I say paywall, that means they have no way of being farmed. Like the one I showed you before, it says no locations found. Characters are typically that are paywall are either going to be found in very small amounts in the Warlord quest. So, for example, Gimli, this quest, you're getting some Gimli shards by completing this quest. These Warlord quests, they cycle in and out. They have a schedule. I think they emailed the schedule in-game email. There's also the schedule that you can find on the official Warner Brothers forums for the game. So, for example, this is going to last 5 days, but you only get 2 out of 2 chances per day. You can refresh that for gems. Now, see, like, to me, if I had a lot of gems, I would rather do something like that. Say I'm 10 shards away from unlocking Gimli. I could guaranteed know that I'm going to get X amount of shards from Gimli on these spots and farm that way. But anyway, that's paywall characters. I'll cover more exact characters and their abilities in another video. For now, I just wanted to show you where you can find paywall characters and where you can find the easy characters. Now let's talk about Castamir, because he's one of the earliest and easiest to farm characters in the early stages of your game. Now, also, he's a support. So let's just take a look at support real fast. And you'll notice that a lot of these other guys, paywall character or very high up in the hard missions, Hollis here, Lady Marwyn, even she's pretty high up. I'm find. Not so bad. She's 1 hard. That's pretty up there. So for a free-to-play player, it might take you a while to get to the. I am level 32, and I'm not been finished with the 2nd stage of hard. I've been farming a lot, so maybe not a good example, but you know, for example, this 14.4, it requires 12,000 power. That's a lot. I'm only at 10,000 with pretty decently cute characters. So back to talking about Castamir. Let's take a look at him, because he's a support and they're always important, and he's got some great abilities. Like I said, I'm just going to do it quick. He has a shield that works really well for protecting characters such as your tank, Baranor. And now he's somebody else who's important, because tanks seem to be pretty hard to come by as well. He does not start to be farmable until very high up in the 13 hard. So at the early stages, you tend to have enough energy to do your hard mode farms every day. So for example, I finished all of hard mode for stage 1. Click the stages, it'll show you which stage has a glyph. So this is the only one that gives me glyphs. Here I can get Castamir as a hard node glyph. I'm gonna just raid 3 times, and I got 1 out of 3. And you know, that's gonna be typical of these games. You're gonna get maybe 33% chance per attempt to get a shard. You're talking 2 to 3 shards a day. These are long farms. They're grinding games. Don't expect to just be amazing in a month. I mentioned I play Star Wars Galaxies. I've been playing for 2 years since the start date, and there's still characters that I'm still farming. That's how these games are, guys. But this is the best time to play because there's not a lot of characters. 21 is low, and that is another reason why I suggest to not use gemstones risking in the store, because the chances are just too low, and at this early stage you'd rather use your glyphs to refresh your energy, to do more missions, to get more experience, to farm gear, to rebuy your ability points if you're really trying to push your abilities, your skills up. That's what I would suggest champion. So use the store at your own risk, use your gemstones at your own risk. Early stages as a new player, gemstone management and currency management is a premium. So for example, I'm down to 600 Mirian. I'm more likely to spend 300 gemstones to get 5,000 Mirian than I am to buy a pack. For example, here 300 gemstones, 5,000 Mirian. Great deal. So, and you can get that 3 times. I'm more likely to do that as a beginner than risking for a pack for a character that I might not get, and if I do, I still gotta level them. I think that's more if you're a whale, you have extra money, go for it. I do believe these bundles are more worth it. They're like $20 and you get a guaranteed character right out of the gate. If you're gonna drop some money on the game, that might be where you want to look towards as a beginner, because not only do they unlock right away, the bundles tend to unlock high. What's her name? Or she unlocks at 4 stars. That's pretty good. Adriel here unlocks at 4 stars. Celebrimbor from the other bundle unlocks at 3 stars. That's good. Like I said, I've been farming Casimir for a few days, and he's just about to get to the 2nd pip of his 3rd star. So the bundles are probably where you want to drop your money. You're also going to get some gemstones, some Mirian, some VIP points. I would suggest at the early levels, this is the place to drop your money. You want guaranteed things when you're spending your gemstone. And that's my suggestion. Okay? So let's see if there's anything else that we cover quick before we wrap up here. I wanted to show you here, for example, what we're talking about, these subcategories. Daughter of Gondor, she's going to gain 31 crit rating for each Gondor ally. For example, if I had Boromir, Gondor person, he would trigger off of that. And he probably has a Gondor ally, so he gets 118 armor for each Gondor ally. So as you can see, once you start to unlock your roster and you're getting more characters, you're going to have more synergistic builds that you can do. Look for these synergies. They're not as important early on because a lot of these passives that you see are always the 7 ring level passive. That's going to take a while for most players. Don't focus on the synergy right now. Focus on building a balanced team. You're going to want to have 1 or 2 of every character of a class high, because like I mentioned in Warlord quests, which are very important, these have certain limitations. So if you pump up just your healers, you're not going to be able to do Gimli's Gripe because you can't do it, can't bring healers. For example, I only 2-starred this. Trying, I can't bring in anybody that's a support class. So these are going to be difficult. You're going to want to have a balanced roster. You're going to want to level them up. Try not to focus too many. Like, I haven't even started going up any of the ranger classes, the assassin classes, as of yet. I haven't really decided which one I want to boost. But I'm going to probably choose one. I'm going to do a more detailed video on each of the classes. I'm going to go through each class, look at each character. We'll talk synergy. We'll talk good builds to go with them and things like that. So that's it, guys. This is the champion screen. It's probably going to be your main home for the first 3 to 6 months of your time in Shadows of War. I'm spending a lot of time there. I'm spending a lot of my Mirian leveling characters. Oh yeah, I didn't show you about leveling characters. So you do get experience if you do a mission, but not on raid, because raid only gives you account level experience. Experience I've seen is pretty minimal. You get like 5 to 15 experience doing a mission. You can see 5 experience when I need 775 to go from 25 to 26. Not that much. Whereas if I have a bunch of these scrolls get from doing missions, that adds up pretty quick. So if I click auto assign for assign everything, boom, I just jump up to 27 level for 200 Mirian. That's a good deal. So save your tomes, save your Mirian, and keep enjoying Shadows of War, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I am on the realm Eriegon. So they have some join frees now. So if you want to join the Crusade, which is our YouTube fellowship, go ahead, transfer over to Eriegon. You can message me on YouTube. You can search out the guild, the Crusade, on the realm, and hopefully we'll see you there soon. Until next time, guys, this has been That Erickson. Take care, friend.